Alright. Rakta Yahweh.
Rakta Yahweh.
Rakta Yahweh Shai.
Rakta Yahweh Shai.
We want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We want to give double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone. And we also want to say peace and blessings, salutations to the elect. I'm Zahab, and to my right is
War.
Alright, and today we're going to go into another life lesson entitled the institutionalization of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Because from North America to Central America to South America, you Israelites have been institutionalized, man. Alright, and I'm actually going to look up the word institutionalized to build on this lesson. Alright, and it says institutionalized, it says especially a long-term patient or prisoner. It said a long-term patient or prisoner made apathetic and dependent after a long period in an institution. All right, but was not America a prison, man? And then it said a long-term prisoner, man, because you have stories, because I visited prisons when I was, little. They take us little field trips, and the people that work there would tell us about different prisoners and their different stories in life. You had one man that had been in prison since he was a child, and they released him when he was like 80 years old, maybe 60 years old. But he had been institutionalized to the point where he didn't know how to function in a modern day life. So what he would do, he would purposely commit a petty crime just to get back in prison, because that was the only place where he knew how to survive.
Right.
Now, can you get Jeremiah 2:14 real quick? Because that's indicative, and that represents the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Because you got so many different organizations protesting against, Esau and his power structure, but realistically, they don't want to leave America. You had guys like Polite. They talked about the white man was the devil for a while, but now they're bigging up his system because they can make money within this institution.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Are you a homeborn slave? Were you like Tupac? Were you born in the penitentiary, man? Because you pretty much were. But not only were you born in the penitentiary because your ancestors were brought here in America, you've been institutionalized to where you don't want to go anywhere outside of the penitentiary, man. It is not that we're teaching the doctrine of Ben Ami to actually literally go over there to Israel, but we telling you to hate this place and hate the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. Haste the coming of Yahweh Shai. All right, because when you vote, if you're on the 12 tribes, meaning if you're a so-called Negro, West Indian, Puerto Rican, Haitian, so-called Mexican, and you were talking about vote for Hillary Clinton, you were institutionalized, man. The person that you should be voting for is Yahweh Shai. All right. If your frame of reference of yourself is based on what Esau told you, as opposed to what the Most High told you were, you're institutionalized. That's why you see the so-called black woman with blonde hair and blue contacts. She's institutionalized. And her religion is a man that looks the same man that put her ass in the predicament in the first place. That's who she worships. She's been institutionalized. Can you get Micah 2:10? If you had any precepts too, brother.
Okay.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom, shalom.
So that's the point, man. Like different Israelite camps get offended at some of the things that we speak on, how we had protocols in place if there's a situation where a man raped a woman back in the ancient world. And the reason why you get emotional when you hear that is because you've been institutionalized, also known as westernized, man.
Say which one, Micah?
2:10.
Okay. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Arise and depart, for this is not your rest, man. That's like living in a penitentiary, man. You can't live in a penitentiary because the same dude you was playing dominoes with, the next day you found out somebody shanked him, man. All right, go ahead.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Have you seen the statistic in the inner city of Chicago? To date, they have had 776 deaths in the city of Chicago. That's a lot of deaths, man, regardless of how big it is. And they were all Israelites. For the most part, they were all Israelites, man. All right? Same thing with Los Angeles. Same thing with Jackson, Mississippi. Same thing with New Orleans. Anywhere there's a high density of Negroes, there's a high density of death. Is there more to that?
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
It's gonna destroy you, man. All right? Because if you look at the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shah, the Most High created systems to ensure the reproduction of our nation, to ensure the longevity of our nation. That's why there are protocols for marriage. That's why there are protocols for there's different things to keep us civilized. All right, now this whole demonic nature they got out now about being a savage, all right, that's set up to destroy us. The things you see on World Star Hip Hop, the things you see on Google, all right, the things you see on YouTube, all this savage and all this black culture, like the Dallas Camp calls it, all this black culture, it can't reproduce itself. It's self-inflicted black genocide that's financed by Esau. A single parent home can't reproduce itself. That system, that structure, it can't reproduce itself, man. But the only reason why it survived over the past 40, 50 years because Esau's put money behind it. And it comes by way of the welfare system. But a woman in a natural environment, she can't maintain a family. A woman in a natural environment can't maintain a family by herself in the wild, man. She would need a dominant male figure, man. Yeah, how about she would need a dominant male figure, man. But the reason why we bringing out this lesson, to come out of this web, this matrix, this mindset of basically being an institutionalized slave, man. You scared to live outside of the American system, man. All right, but yeah, you get it?
I mean, it's all about image, man.
Yep.
That's why you're polluted. Think about it. You niggas, all you focus on is your clothes. And even a lot of you guys, you bring that old man with you into the truth. You don't really have a I don't give a damn spirit. You all messed up when you look in the mirror. His beard look kind of rough. Man, it would look better if I line it. And you know that demon will hop on you, man. I've seen it hop on guys, man. They'll be insecure about different things, but that's because you've been westernized and institutionalized within this society to think this is the way you're supposed to look. This is the way you're supposed to eat. This is the way that a woman is supposed to love you. This is how she's supposed to act. When really it's so far away from what you're supposed to be, man. Like the style, if you look in the dark ages, if you actually find the real art and you see how fly those men were, like with the man, they had all types of animals, the hats with the feathers and everything, and each man had a different style. They didn't have the same style. Every man was a man, and they looked good, man. It looked good.
He had several women.
Yeah, and of course he had several women. But meanwhile, today, you wouldn't. The thought of that scares you. Of you actually being able to have those women, even though you go out and do it anyway. But that thought scares you. The thought of being over the so-called white man scares you because you're used to being in a prison. The people who be in prison, man, they never think of what life is like if they was over the prison guard, man, or if they owned that prison. They never think of that. If I owned this prison and money, I could do this and do that. They don't think of that, man.
You know what? The religion that Esau gave you made you feel like that was wrong to want to rule over somebody. Mm-hmm. Christianity doesn't tell you to rule over somebody, man. But it's okay for those people to rule over you. You scared of, you're afraid of power, man.
Good. And when you look at TV, a lot of guys watch TV, right? When you look at the TV channel, somebody owns that TV channel, that network. But then somebody owns the company that's showing you the network. Then somebody owns the TV station that's airing that. Then somebody owns the land that all of those places are owned. Then somebody owns the land that's on the headquarters. Somebody owns the building. Somebody's the head. This is Esau, man. Esau owned all that, man. Power. But meanwhile, you're taught to, if you get $300,000 to buy a $299,000 car.
Institutionalized. Mm-hmm. Yo, and you went into the clothing attire. I wanted to expound on that because a lot of guys in jail have jewelry. But who gives a fuck about jewelry when you in prison, man? Like Jay got rims on their car, Jay buys nice things. But guess what? The world doesn't care because they still look at you like you're a prisoner, man. Mm-hmm. You can't go nowhere with that. Like we in Jackson, Mississippi, man. Any citizen any male Israelite in Jackson knows he can't drive his Chevy outside of Jackson. He knows that, man. You know why you know it? Cause you know that's called the gun line down here, man. Your ass ain't got no license, try to go outside of Jackson. You got an old school car, try to go outside of Jackson. You know why you ain't going outside of Jackson? Cause that's the motherfucking gun line. Excuse my language. And you know, and we the spirit is on us to bring this out, cause you become complacent and you basically acculturated into American thought. So now you want to go to college, you want to go out and vote, man. You trying to be a part of this on top of your whole nation, oppressing your nation, man. That's why they killed all them leaders back in the 60s, because, you know, it wasn't our time to come into power, but those guys had a ruling class mentality of, we can take care of our own, man. That Black Wall Street stuff, they had the mentality of, we gonna build. And Esau saw that we was building faster than they were, so he bombed us. But the prophecies had to come into play, man.
Go ahead, and this is St. Matthew. This is chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for he will either hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
It ain't just about in words worshiping Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, but you still fulfill the Babylonian spirit. You still embrace the Babylonian spirit. Like you had some Jake talking noise to one of the brothers, man, to the I think it was the Milwaukee camp. He's like, man, I fuck y'all up. Y'all don't know me, nigga. Why are you so upset at them? You got a whole system, got their foot up your behind, man. But because you say y'all believe, a lot of y'all say y'all believe in the Most High, and a lot of y'all say y'all believe in Yahweh Shai, but y'all still emotionally and spiritually, y'all really embrace Esau, man. Because Esau was a god. He's the god of this world. So if you gonna embrace Yahweh Shai or embrace Esau's world, man, that's why you still want to get the best things in life, man. And that's your energy goes to that. Because you really don't worship Yahweh Shai. You really don't serve Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, but you know, I bet if somebody was like, hey, make a video like that on Esau, he'd be like, be wise as a serpent.
Yeah.
You know, we'd come. But you could do that to your brother, huh?
You know why? Because y'all institutionalized, man. Attacking another man looks like you is your comfort zone, man. Attacking another Israelite is your comfort zone. But you know in your broken down, battered slave spirit that Esau put his foot up your ass, man. And you know it, man. That's not the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. And that goes for a lot of you guys that call yourself Israelites, man. Y'all still got that westernized nature in you, man. All right. Is that it, brother?
And it says, for he will either hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon.
You can't serve the Most High in the material world, man. Now, the scriptures does say use the world and not abuse it. So whatever you can utilize to benefit you in this society, you can do that, man. Don't deprive yourself more than what you already been deprived of, man. But at the same time, don't embrace this Babylonian spirit and this American dream spirit and where I'm gonna be in the next 10-year spirit, man. Because when you do that, when Russia push that button, it's gonna mess you all up in the spirit. Then you're not gonna want the end to come, because they're gonna be the end of the benefits that you receive in this prison, man.
Yeah, you know why most of these people out here gonna take the chip? They're gonna take the chip because they don't have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to provide for them. They're institutionalized. Yep. They have faith in this system that is gonna provide for them, that is gonna give them justice and take care of them so they can live. You know? That
was the word in the definition of institutionalized. One of the words was the prisoner is dependent. So you're dependent on them. If I'm lying, prove it. Leave America right now. Gather 1,000 Israelites and buy some land and see how long y'all last. It ain't gonna happen.
All right, brother. And this is the solution. I'll skip down to verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. We want the kingdom, man. And when you put your spirit and energy into prioritizing the truth, the little goodies that you like, the Most High give it to you. You need a job so you can pay your bills and, you know, have a little stability. The Most High give you that if you put this first. You need you a woman and something to keep you balanced. He'll give you that as long as you put this first, man. That's why the scripture says, who worship and serve the creature more than the creator, man. Don't worship something that he could give you with the blink of an eye and forget about him. Now you got Israelites like Drake talking about singing to women. I'll die for you. Like, that's your property, man.
I'll die for you, I'll lie for you.
I'll lie for you. I guess I'll be singing to my goldfish now. I'll die for you. Eat my goldfish, man.
I had a woman tell me that a guy she was with told her he'd go to hell for her, you know? To show you're off, man.
Did you know why? You're institutionalized. You're a broken down slave that's been emasculated. Now you're scared of dominance. You scared to feel. We coming into a ruling class mentality, man. We're exiting that old spirit. You afraid of dominance, man. I remember a woman told me, cause she was looking in my face, she was like, I won't let my husband wear his facial hair like that. I'm thinking, you won't let your husband or your son. But you know why? Because the average Israelite, man, he's scared, man. Let that horseshoe show. That's be a man. What's that man name that played on Good Times?
John Amos.
John Amos. That's a manly spirit he had on him, man. You don't even see Israelites looking like John Amos no more, man.
But first you gotta learn how to be a man.
Yep.
And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Under his men who are set up to teach you.
Yep.
How to conduct yourself under him, man.
God. If you can get one more scripture, I'm gonna close it out.
All right, which one?
Isaiah 42 and 22. I'll tell you. Yep, because basically, I just want, and you know, to sum up everything, not only have you been are you physically in a prison, you're mentally in a prison by way of so-called white superiority, man. And Esau framed your reality and gave you some kind of paradigm, which is your reality. And your perception of people, places, and things. And your perception of yourself is, man, I got some big lips, man. Man, I need to go and put some colors in my head so I can fit in. So here you are in 11th grade, about 5'11", you got muscles and stuff, but now you wearing skinny jeans and a little tight shirt. Emasculate yourself so you can look cute for a female. We're not supposed to be cute, man. We're the lions of our nation.
Yep.
We're the hunters. We're the warriors. We're not supposed to be on some usher stuff, man. All right.
Yeah, men were good looking and handsome in other ways, man. In finesse.
Right.
And warrior-like attributes. And being a real man in speech, in music, and doing a lot of things. That's what wooed a lot of women, man. It wasn't
Oh, he cute.
You know, lick the finger.
All in the mirror.
You know, lick.
You in the mirror. But you know, I say this too. It did say people like King David, and I want to say King Saul, they were good, you know, pleasing to look upon. Mm-hmm. So we had comely faces, as we do today. But you know, a Jake in the 70s would have been like a Israelite that had a comely face.
Right.
Marvin Gaye with a beard. Mm-hmm. Like this, you know, like something like that, man. Not that cute shit, man.
Right.
All right.
Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Yeah, you deprived of your heritage, man. You as a nation, you that homeless person that got his shoes taken, man. Mm-hmm. All right.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Yeah, which is these different religions, man. Which is part of your mental institutionalization, because even in a physical penitentiary, they have priests and preachers there. Because they're really trying to turn your life around, but it's making you a docile slave. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
What are the prison houses? North America, Central America, and South America, man. Which, Lord will, Yahweh willing, I can expound on that on another lesson, all right? But they're hid in prison houses, proving that America, the system, his media, is all a prison for you. It's like a Truman Show, and everybody knows it but the nation of Israel. It's a prison. It's like you go into an actual prison and it's a picture of Caesar Borgia on the wall, all your life you gonna think, well, that's my Messiah. You know, it's a picture of you picking cotton. Your frame of reference of yourself is gonna be, well, I'm a servant. All they showed us in the school system, that they got us from Africa and we were slaves and we eventually became equal with everybody. That's a poor frame of reference. So you're gonna have a poor frame of reference of who you are. All right.
They are for a prey and none delivereth.
We are for a prey because, and one, the whole system is set up to it's put us back in a penitentiary, put us back in slavery by way of legislation. They got this documentary on Netflix called The 13th, and they broke it down how they use all these different laws and legislations, like the war on crime or the war on drugs, to basically make us put us in the 21st century version of slavery, called the penitentiary. And every president's job was to finish off what the last president did, man. They were all in it together under the elites, man. Because they brought the crack over here. Then Reagan had something called the war on drugs, which put all the Jakes in prison. So now you got a whole race full of nation full of fatherless households. Then they had the 3 strikes rule with Bill Clinton. So you get caught 3 times, you gone forever, basically. So you got 20, 30 years later, you got all these wild ass niggas in these inner cities because they took the dominant source out of the household, man. That's a prison. All right.
Yep. They are for a prey and none delivereth.
Because, Salak, brother. Because basically, the 12 tribes are the sheep, Esau's the wolf. Like, we grew up poor, right? We all grew up poor. Your mom working 2 jobs, single mother, you know, you heard the story before. So then something comes up, she needs a loan because she didn't get the money. She gets approved for the loan, now she in debt. But those systems are set up to keep us under, man. That's how we'll pray. Jay getting blasted in the middle of the street. And Esau got a whole system to protect him when he does stuff like that. We'll pray. All right.
They are for prey and none delivereth, for a spoil and none saith restore.
Barack Obama didn't say restore. Nobody just successfully delivered us, man. Hey, but with that, I'm gonna draw this lesson to a closing. I hope you brothers are edified. To the next lesson, Shalom.
Shalom.